And we are back. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. I need this, yes? Okay, alright, we're good. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That right there, of course, was I Put a Spell on You by Screamin' Jay Hawkins, which, I mean, as far as classic Halloween songs go, you can't really get much more classic than that. You know, a man that was basically the precursor to acts such as Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie. Like, they wouldn't have been able to do the shit they did if not for that man, let's be honest. He was a weird dude, and I love him for it. Anyway, this will be, hopefully, the last stream of Resident Evil 3. I know I ran into some issues last time, but I got myself up more or less to the spot I had left off previously. And, knock on wood, I'm not going to die running through the park, because I'm just going to try to murder every hunter I come across, because I really don't think it's going to be easy for me to dodge them. Because hunters. The bane of any Resident Evil player. Seriously though, from the very first time I saw those things, they scared the shit out of me, and honestly, Resident Evil 3 is probably the first time I did see them. Because the first Resident Evil game I ever played was the second. They're not in that. Instead, you get the Lickers, which are just as terrifying. And I didn't play the first game until after I had played the third. So yeah, Resident Evil 3 is my first experience with the Hunters. So one just flying from off-screen and decapitating a zombie is the first time I'd ever seen one. It leaves quite the impression on a young Cap. Anyway, without further ado, let's switch on over to my capture card, and let's see if I can get this to... Oh wait, actually, before I even do that, the thing that I always do when I start, because of course I don't think to do it before. Do the whole HDMI shuffle. This thing comes out of there, and then it goes in... Yeah. And PS1 goes on. Hello, Rolls. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. A lovely Sunday. Sunday that's going to spill over to Monday for me in another couple hours, but I'm sure it's still... There's still quite a bit of Sunday left for you. Hopefully that tea is going to keep me awake. My sleep has been really screwed up lately. Like, I hardly got any sleep at all yesterday because I got to sleep at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then woke up again at 6, and then couldn't get back to sleep. And then I didn't get to sleep until like 3 o'clock this morning, but then I slept straight on until noon, and I feel like I'm all fucked up. I don't know, it's weird. Oh, no, you appreciate the Flocking Molly shirt, do you? Funny story about that, that's something that I actually thought of earlier. And that's, the particular shirt I'm wearing, it's like, let's see if I can get it on camera. Like, you got the dudes are walking a dude off the plank. One of my nephews, he couldn't have been very old at the time, I think he was like 4 or 5. I was wearing the shirt and he just pointed at this guy and he was like, oh look, it's you! And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, oh no, it's you! I guess it's because he is very much bearded and beheaded, but I found it very curious that he said that the guy who's tied up and about to be shoved off the side of a boat was me. I was rather concerned. Friday night into yesterday morning, you think you fell asleep around 1, woke up at 6, and felt like shit for the rest of the day? Welcome to my life, Rolls.
Resident Evil.
My life is all about not sleeping right and feeling like shit. That's basically my being. I am the personification of that. So yeah, I've gone through the entirety of Carlos's thing again, and I left off saving it here. Now, I think I might actually be able to take out Nemesis when he tries to attack me here, but I don't know if there's much point, because if the next thing he drops is the part for the shotgun, I don't think I can get the second part, because I think this is the last time you can fight him and he'll drop something. Because I'm pretty close to the end of the game. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it today. I have so much weaponry. You know what I think I should do? I think I should see if I can make some more freeze rounds for the grenade launcher. So the best way for me to do that would be to... yeah, take that out. Because if I get some C gunpowder and mix it with this, I'll be able to turn all those into freeze rounds. Okay, so I've got 2 Bs, 3 Bs, an A, 4 Bs, 2 As, and that's it. Oh, I do have some first aid sprays I can put in the kit, though. Or at least one. Yeah. Yeah. The Flogging Molly shirt actually kind of reminds me, though. This is very... like, I don't know what it would make me for being proud of this particular thing. Kind of hipsterish, I guess? Which is funny, because I made some sort of joke about hipsters a while ago. But I readily admit I do have a lot of traits that would be considered to be a stereotypical hipster. Anyway, point is, I have multiple band shirts, but every single band shirt I have, except for one, is of a band that I have seen live. And that one is the Ramones, because at that point, at the point where I would have even been able to see them, I think at least a few of them were dead, and they had broken up for ages, so... But I mean, I've got a couple of different Megadeth shirts, and I've seen them. I've got a couple of different Motorhead shirts, and I've seen them. I've seen Flogging Molly, seen Dropkick Murphys, Rob Zombie, Huntress. So I don't know, it's a really stupid thing to be proud of, but it's a thing I'm proud of nonetheless. The only band shirt you own is an Alice in Chains shirt. Funny enough, they're one of maybe 3 or 4 bands you've actually seen live. I do like Alice in Chains. I've never seen them live. They're not like one of my favorite bands, but it's still, you know, I do like them. I really need to get an Alice Cooper shirt, like a really cool one, because I can say that I have seen him live, and it was one of the best live shows I've seen. Which is funny, because the man was around 70 when he did that, and he's doing pretty good for a 70-year-old. Oh, Jesus, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago. He's the same age as my father. Which, you know, it's a mind-boggling thing to try to think of. I'm just looking up what like if there's a specific gunpowder combination I can use to make straight-up freeze rounds. How to make freeze rounds. Take gunpowder C and combine it with another gunpowder C. That should give you freeze rounds. Okay, so I just need to mix C and C. Didn't know who they were until fraternity brother took you to one of their concerts. Epitome of awkward. Second row at a concert in a 1,000-person theater and not knowing any of their songs. Yeah, I can see how that would probably be a very awkward moment for you. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I need A and B to make C. Let's read yonder, gunpowder mixing file to be certain. Okay, A is handgun, B is shotgun, C is grenade rounds. C and C is freeze rounds. C and C is magnum bullets. See, I've got a magnum, but I feel like it might be a lot better for me to just make freeze rounds, because they seem a lot more useful, especially against Nemesis himself. So yeah, we'll do that. And see, I could mix that with that and get 11 rounds. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, they only give me 6. Shit. Oh well, that might have been a waste. Let's put those away. And we'll get... I don't know why I said it like that. Ah, but there's not much point in mixing the two of those because I need C plus C, so I'm better off just waiting for... waiting to see if I can find some more A gunpowder. Yeah, screw it. Let's just run around with a fully loaded inventory, hey? Let's just see. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother trying to fight Nemesis when I run across him now. I'm just going to run. Because another thing you can get as a drop-off of him is an assault rifle. But... which is a fairly handy weapon to have. You can't get any more ammunition for it, but it can cut through things pretty quickly. But, I think that's the very last drop you get off a Nemesis. Speaking of, here's the Tentacle Beast himself. So long. I'm going to need to actually stand up and fight the guy at some point, though. Yeah, speaking of, you know, being right up close in, like, a concert for a band that you're not really, a big fan of, I think I've told this story on stream before. It was like years ago when I went to that really big metal festival with a buddy of mine. Like, he wanted to get right up front for this band called Amon Amarth because they were playing. And they're like a death metal band, and he's really into that, but I'm not so much. I'm more of like a, hard rock, more Black Sabbath kind of metal kind of guy. But I could not help but get real excited in the Amon Amarth concert because they're guys who can really put off a good show, and they know damn well there's probably people there who aren't really that big of a fan because it was such a big festival. So I remember the lead singer came up, and I can't remember, Amon Amarth is like from Norway or something, right? So he's got this fairly thick accent, and he just comes up on stage and is like, okay, this next song is, you know, such and such a thing, is like, it's like, when we hit the chorus, I want you all to sing along, and if you don't know the words, it's death metal, it doesn't matter. So, like, he just basically told people to sing random gibberish, so, I don't know, I grew to appreciate the band because of how much he joked around about it. It was clearly a group that didn't take themselves very seriously. But no, like I said, I didn't understand half their songs, and, like, a lot of it's not even really sung in English anyway. But at the same time, it was really cool, like, it was a really high-energy concert, and it was, I don't know, it was really fun. That was a fun weekend in general. Despite the horrid hangover I had for most of it. Jill looks down that side street and she's like, huh, that hospital wasn't exploded last time I saw it. I blame Carlos. Will you take the Encrypted? Yes. The zombies are attacking. Oh, hello, Baked. I just noticed you in chat there. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Of everyone I've seen live, who had the best show? That's actually a real tough one. Because my automatic answer would be Motorhead, because like Motorhead is like godly in my opinion. Like that would be my automatic answer, but I must readily admit that it wasn't the best show they probably ever put off, and the main reason for that is like I got to see Motorhead just before Lemmy started getting really sick, because it was only a couple of shows after that he got a real bad bout of laryngitis and they had to drop out of that tour they were in. And then he started getting more complications due to diabetes, and he got a bunch. It was only like 2 years after that the man died, so, you know. Like, his voice was kind of starting to go in that show. Like, it was still great. Like, it's like some of my best memories of seeing music live was that show. But I will readily admit it wasn't as good as it probably would have been even a couple of years before that. So, there's that. I don't know, because, like, I've seen Megadeth twice, and they put off a pretty good live show, but it's, like, you know, just fairly simple. Well, I mean, when I saw them that time I saw Motorhead, they did a few freaky shit on stage. When I saw Dropkick Murphys here in St. John's, down on George Street, that was a really fun time too, because it was just so many people. Oh god, this is probably going to start giving me anxiety considering the state of the world now, but it was just so many people crammed together on this tiny street. And, I don't know, it was like, that was another real high energy one that I couldn't help but love. But, oh god, what would have been the best one? Rob Zombie's was good. Like, because, I mean, the way Rob Zombie's show worked is that every song had its own stage theme, so every time they cut between songs, like, they would just start wheeling out random shit on the stage, and it would just, you know, just have a different theme for each one. Like, when he did Dragula, they brought the goddamn Dragula out on stage. When they did Dead City Radio, he came out on top of a giant old-fashioned radio. The giant penis? No, I think I missed that part. Are you sure you're not talking about Gwar? I did see Gwar live. That was interesting. I don't know if I'd put it up in the top because I'm not a huge Gwar fan, but it was certainly something I'm happy I did see. Kind of. Oh, you heard they bring one out for one of the songs? It is Rob Zombie. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that... Well, seeing as I've been talking quite a bit, I'm just going to switch back over to the webcam proper. But yeah, I mean, that might not have been until after the time I saw him live, because a few years after I saw Rob Zombie live, they released this one album. I can't remember which one it was. And there's a song on it called Everybody's Fucking in a UFO. So maybe that's what they used that prop for. A friend of yours showed you a documentary about G.G. Allen. Say, man, I'm glad I never went to his shows. I've heard they got pretty wild. But yeah. Oh, and of course that was another thing where I was slightly biased, because the song that Zombie opened up with, they just showed almost the entirety of Nosferatu in the background, because the song was called Teenage Nosferatu Pussy, which, I mean, typical Rob Zombie naming conventions. But, like, it was really cool to see this giant screen in the back with Count Orlok just sort of leering at you. It was neat. But honestly, probably the best overall, seeing as how I mentioned it, probably would have been Alice Cooper. I gotta say. Mostly because I was just so terribly impressed that he did all the same stuff he always does during his stage shows. And again, the man was frickin' 70 when he did that show. 70! And, like, he was wandering around with this rapier with a pile of money, like, waggling around on it, and then he started chucking knives at, like, random targets on the stage. He, quote-unquote, was executed 3 times, I think, throughout the course of the show. I don't know, there was a lot of really crazy shit that went on during that Alice Cooper show. And that I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe the Alice Cooper show was the best one I've seen. I am very lucky that I've seen a lot of really good ones, though. Like, it's that hard for me to choose, and I am very fortunate because of that. And that just makes me think and be kind of sad. It's like, I have no idea when the next time I'm going to be able to see a live show is, because that's not something that's probably going to be happening anytime soon. Or at least not something I'd want to go to anytime soon. Well, I think Alice Cooper was 70 when I saw him, and that was 2 years ago, so he's probably... Well, yeah, he's the same age as my father. My father is 40 years older than I am. He's 72. I think Alice Cooper is 72. Which, again, is a mind-boggling thing to think, because that's what me and my buddy... Because the friend... Yeah, the friend I saw... The friend I saw the show with is a guy I've been friends with ever since I was a kid, so he knows my family, he knows my father. And when I looked up, because we had this exact same discussion, we were wondering how old the man was, because he's been around forever. And I was like, oh, so he's the same age as Dad. And he looked at me and he's like, can you imagine your father on stage doing that shit? And I'm like, no. No, I cannot. And that was an interesting mental image that I couldn't get out of my head then. Oh yes, you are a mod now, Rules. I figured you're always in chat, and I mean, you've been watching forever, so yeah, I was like, why not? I feel like you and Baked are two good choices for that. So you too can add quotes and have very limited functionality because I still haven't really done much with the commands yet. I thought for certain that I got by this guy. You can't ban rolls anymore? That was your grand plan. Was it Baked you were eventually just going to get rid of them? Why are there hunters here? There were those weird snakes here before. Why are there hunters now? Why am I not auto-aiming? Get up, you bastard. What's that? You've got your finger on the ban button? Oh no. Oh no, Rules is becoming drunk with power. I've given him too much responsibility. Oh, he taking a little bath. Good for him. Good for him. Now, if there's hunters here, does that mean there aren't going to be hunters on this path down here? Because that'd be nice. That's where I died last time. Okay, just zombies. Good, I can deal with that. I still haven't updated that emote notification with the weird dog one yet. Do that. Yeah, I had to fire in the air as a warm-up shot before I took that zombie's head clean off. It's not dead. Now it is. Oh, was that rolls all the programming stuff? Yeah, that's wizardry to me. I don't know much about that kind of thing. Here's something squishing around. What is that? Oh, dogs! That was probably a waste of a shotgun bullet. I could have just used my handgun. Speaking of just using my handgun. I'm beginning to think I probably should have made more bullets for that. Hello, friend. Who are you? Will you take the perk key? Sure. He is holding something. Written order to the supervisors. Yeah, this is the thing I thought I would have found on Murphy Seeker in the hospital. Mission requirements. Bravo 16-1. Well, no, 1 is the order of... Let me read that again. Mission requirements. Bravo 16. 1. Obtain and secure a sample of all the information pertaining to this case. Observe and record combat data on the UBCS. 2. Destroy all the evidence, including the medical facility that has the medical treatment data, so what Nikolai did blowing up the hospital. 3. Check the guinea pig's ability to accomplish the mission. I believe that might be referring to Nemesis, you know, the giant ugly guinea pig that he is. Once your mission is complete, evacuate the area. Remember that you must not help anyone who is not a supervisor, nor bring anything back what might be traced to where it belongs. It's an interesting roundabout way to say that. But yeah, that's another thing that I forgot. Like in true Umbrella fashion, they've got multiple layers of bullshit that they're doing. Like, the majority of the UBCS, people like Carlos and Mikhail, honestly believe that the whole point of coming in here was to try to protect the surviving civilians and evacuate them. When in reality, the supervisors they sent in, you know, Murphy Seeker, this dead dude, whoever he is, and Nikolai, were the true purpose of this exercise. And it's like, okay, so you guys are going to go in there and gather all the data we need and, like, destroy any incriminating evidence. And yeah, you know, the other guys that we sent in with you who were supposed to be rescuing folk, yeah, no, the whole point of this is it's a training exercise. We're going to throw our hired mercs into a meat grinder, into a threshing machine, and you're going to observe them horribly die against all these creatures that we've also released into the city. And yeah. Because, you know, we're the Umbrella Corporation, a bunch of horrible monsters. Oh, magnum bullets. I didn't think I'd find any of them. No trespassing beyond this point. It's the rear gate of Raccoon Park. It's locked. It's a key given from a mercenary. It says Raccoon Park Graveyard. I don't know that it was given from the mercenary, Joel. I think you took it from his cold, dead hands. Well, Jill's already gone through this situation once before, so she's just like, yeah, dead people just give me things. I completely forgot that enemies in this game were randomly placed, though. That's why I was so shocked when those hunters showed up, though I don't know why that would be. Because when I replayed the bit in the hospital with Carlos, when I was up in one of the patient rooms, rather than zombies, which were there when I streamed it before, there was a bunch of goddamn snakes in the room for some reason. So, you know, there's that. That's right, you're being defeated by a low-lying fence. You're being defensed. Wait. Oh no, here he comes. Okay, so I probably needed that key. It also would have been nice if I could have collected those healing items, but I'm kind of full up at the moment. It would appear to be under construction beyond this point. It's also likely never to be finished. The shape of the fountain changes based on the combination of the gears. Okay, so 2 white on top and 2 black on bottom. What does that do? Well, I mean, that's already... Well, that just causes that to happen. Alright, let's shift the 2 white gears over to the side then. Okay. I can't pick that up though. It's not exactly what I was trying to do, but you know. Does the sign say anything important? It's the park map. Perfect. Okay, there's a save room down there. Well, I can get in the water at least. Okay, refer to the illustration to drain the pool. So 2 black on top and 2 white on bottom, on the right-hand side. Okie dokie. How did it reset itself? Oh, I've only got so many moves I can use. So I've got to do it in 6 moves. That's the puzzle. Well, I screwed that up. Let's turn that on and see what happens. I'm half expecting one of these is just going to cause it to erupt in snakes somehow. Actually, no, this is stupid. I know exactly what I need to do. You go there. You go there. You go down. You go over that way. You go over that way. You go that way. Bam! Not a terribly complicated procedure, certainly. I like how the rest of it's still going, though. Now I can get myself a nice shower in this dirty fountain water. It's covered in so much pigeon shit and God knows what else. Oh. This is the sewers of a Resident Evil game. Bad things are going to happen down here. What is that? Wormies! You go up the ladder? Yes. Yes, because I don't think they're snakes. I think they're just weird little worm things. Oh, I'm in the cemetery. Bad things happen here. Something even worse than just random zombies coming up from the ground. Alfred Cones, 1923 to 1986. I don't know that there's much point in me even trying to grab items here because you've used Graveyard Key. You no longer need this. Pew, 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 pew. Cleaning instruments are hung here. There's firewood, which could catch on fire. Wind is blowing from the back of the fireplace. Seems like a rather haphazard fire built there, but alright. Deserted alcohol bottles. Not a drop to drink. Maintenance tools are placed here, including this iron pipe. All else fails, I can use a little blunt force trauma against Nemesis. It's tough and long enough to be used as a pry. Oh, the save room's back here. Okay, alright, good. Alright, well let's put away these Magnum rounds for now. I'm probably going to need that, though we'll put that away for now as well, because I want to gather up the gunpowder that's outside. The first aid spray from my collection. Interestingly, there's no ink ribbons. Dried up pumpkins are placed here. What? A dried up pumpkin. Z. Okay, so I'll just mix these together to get C, and then I'll make some CC so I can make some freeze rounds. The more of those I have, the better. Probably make some more handgun bullets with the A I've got left. Although I might hold off on that for now, see if I can find some more A powder so I can make a bunch of them. There we go. No, I didn't mean to put them away. Take out my shotgun bullets. Take out that iron pipe, because I'm probably going to need it. And I know I need the lighter. Alright. And I have absolutely no room for anything else. I thought there was going to be a helpful inscription like that one, like the one that's in the remake of the first game, you know, don't play with fire. You no longer need this lighter. Will you discard it? How many times did I need the lighter in this game? I can't even remember. Not a lot, I don't think. A light can be seen from the back of the fireplace. Fuck yeah! Structural damage! Jill's got a lot of hatred for a lot of places in Raccoon City. Now she's living out her dream of, you know, wrecking everything. Oh look, more grenade rounds. Will you take the grenade rounds? Sure. It seems to be a place to store weapons. Facts from the HQ. Attention, the Raccoon City project has been abandoned. Our political maneuvering in the Senate to delay their plans are now futile. All supervisors should evacuate immediately. The U.S. Army is going to execute their plan tomorrow morning. The city will be obliterated at daybreak for sure. For sure! So did they fax that to them? Yeah, well, it is a fax. Yeah, it's a fax from HQ. Duh. That's the name of the file. Oops. Will you take the park key? Yes. A flimsy little thing. Why couldn't Jill just pick that lock? I can't take the encryptions. Supervisor's report. Wait, is this one by Nikolai, or...? No. Might be some other person. So I'm not going to put on my horrible Russian accent for this. The endurance ability of the contaminated guinea pigs is truly incredible. Even when shot in a vital area, they can sometimes survive for several days without taking care of the wound. However, after prolonged exposure to the virus, the guinea pig's intelligence level decreases to that of an insect. Even though reviving the dead seems too disgusting, the virus may still be of use. If we inject the virus into our POWs and release them, they would return to their units and then they will return their units and then turns into zombies. Okay, that's an interesting way to put that. This plan may work well for us in the future. In certain areas, the virus seems to have caused the mutation of animals and plants. It may be difficult, but it'll make a good sample for the bioweapon development. I've heard that there is a giant alligator, but I have only encountered a giant creature moving underground. Nice reference to the giant alligator that randomly appears in Resident Evil 2. And that just raises so many questions. Why is that alligator there? Because it's not just something they were creating. It's an alligator that got infected with the virus. So, was the old urban myth true in Raccoon City? Did one dumb fucker get a pet alligator that grew too big, so then he flushed it down the toilet? Is that what happens? But yeah, the giant creature moving underground, we'll see that soon, and that's another thing that wasn't created. That's just something that spontaneously happened. I don't even want to imagine what creature spawned that monster. I encountered Nemesis. If I didn't know about it, I'd have been contaminated and would have become one of them by now. If it is still walking around in the city, its mission is not yet over. STAR's members must be very tough since they have survived until this point. However, they cannot hold out forever. There were only 2 of us in the whole city. That's it. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? You doing good? Did you write that report? Uh-huh. What killed him, I wonder? Well, Nikolai. Nikolai probably killed him. What am I talking about? Because I don't know that you really fully get in the game itself what Nikolai's whole deal is. He's specifically killing all the other supervisors so he'll get more money. Like, Nikolai is interesting in terms of Resident Evil human villains because he doesn't really have any grand overarching plans. And while he's certainly a sadist, he's not as psychotic as somebody like Brian Irons. He's just a dude who's incredibly greedy, has no empathy whatsoever, and he's just in it for the money. That's it. It is set to the auto-receive mode. Drawing of Raccoon City. The police station and the hospital are marked. I don't know if there's anything else in here I need to get.
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
I like how that's there just in case you didn't pick up the note.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects.
Ah!
Another mutant!
And that's all the explanation we get for what's going to happen next. And I like how Nikolai didn't even bother to try to kill Jill just then, because he could have just went and then left, right? So he just had a pleasant little chat with her about what was happening, and that's it. Well, let's put these away, because I probably won't need them. I'm debating whether I'll save it or not, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna save it. I don't care. The ship has long since sailed for getting a good score on this. I just want to be sure I can finish the game tonight. Yeah, that seems rather oddly prescient, doesn't it, Rolls? Well, I mean, except for what's going to happen at the end of this game, which I hope to Christ that's not something that ends up happening. Because as bad as it is, I don't know. I don't know if using a thermobaric bomb on a major city is going to be a good idea. You know, spoilers for the end of this game. Raccoon City gets flattened by what for years people thought was a nuke. It's not, but it's a step below that.
What's going on? Whoa!
Whoa! Why does this grass look like carpet?
What is that?
Hey, worm. Now I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do here. Not that. Not run headlong into it. Oh, that's not good. Now, see, there's something that's supposed to trigger in this fight, but getting it to actually happen is questionable. It's kind of difficult to get it to happen. And that's this light, I think, is supposed to fall over. Or I can just get eaten by the thing. That works too. I'm glad I saved it. Actually, Rolls, you know, you're right. I mean, the year's not over yet. Who knows, you might also need to contend with giant mutant worm.
Resident Evil.
But yeah, there's a specific thing that's supposed to trigger. One of the lamps is supposed to fall over, and you can use that to insta-kill the worm. But it's really sketchy, I guess, trying to get it to work. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take out those grenades. I may as well have all the weaponry I have at my disposal for this. First I spin. Okay. Now that I've mustered up my courage and made myself horribly dizzy, let's go fight giant mutant worm. Let's go reenact my favorite scene from Tremors. Let's go become Kevin Bacon. You know, Tremors is a very distinct memory from my childhood, and I don't know why. That's a movie I watched very young, probably too young, and it stuck with me for years. To this day, I still love it. I don't love this thing, but I do love Tremors. Damn! Okay, I can only take one more hit from this thing, I think. Pop out, you bastard. Pop out. I want as much room as I can to... No, I think it's this lamppost. Ah, shit. Yeah, it's this lamppost here. That gets knocked over, and I can lure it to it and kill it. But getting it to do that is questionable at best. Ah! Otherwise, I think I just need to waste a pile of ammunition to try to kill this thing. Wait, what was I? No, Joel, it's right in front of you. Oh, here we go. Okay, alright. Alright, so I think I need to... What do I need to do? That. And fry myself, I think. Okay, clearly the thing was more intelligent than I gave it credit for, because it just decided, you know what, I'm going to shove her into her own trap. Ah, she thinks she can outsmart me!
Resident Evil.
Are you going to try the command thing again there, Baked? Yeah, I either need to really dig in there and try to... Streamlabs ignores you. Sad face. Yeah, I either need to really dig in there and figure out how to get a commandless command for Streamlabs, or I just need to get another bot, like Nightbot or something. Yeah, let's get the other grenades. Oh yeah, sure, you can do that if you wish. The manual. Figure out what the hell I'm doing, I guess. Alright, so this, I don't know if I'm supposed to survive against the thing for a specific amount of time, or I have to cause so much damage for the cutscene to trigger, but we'll see. Alright, cool, thanks for that, Baked. I'll take a look at that afterwards.
What's going on? Whoa!
Maybe I'll learn a thing or two. No, don't run into it! I love how I'm just kind of stuck in a corner with that thing. And I'm fucking worm. See, the problem is I'm not walking without rhythm.
Resident Evil.
The funny thing about that comment is that I've never actually really read Dune, and I've never seen the David Lynch movie based off of it that apparently did not do very well either. Like, my only real connection with the worm thing was, are you familiar with Fatboy Slim? There's a specific song that he did, and I can't remember what it is now off the top of my head, but there's one bit in the middle, there's one bit in the middle of it where he just starts repeating that line from Dune. That, you know, if you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm. It is a failing of mine that I have not experienced Dune, but there we are. Yeah, think about the kind of fish you can catch with it. Yeah, maybe even something more extreme than the Loch Ness Monster, you know? Like, you catch one of those really ancient, old, terrifying things that dwell at the bottom of the sea. Because the ocean is terrifying. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to see this. I'm really not regretting my decision to save it, though. What? Burn, you big bastard, burn! That was a swing and a miss. Ah! And there's no ammunition left. Stop that! Oh. Ah, hello V, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to me getting munched on by a worm over and over and over again. Where is it? Yeah. It's going to kill me again, isn't it? No! I was in... I have a hard time understanding the amount of damage this thing does in each attack. Because, like... I was in, like, orange level caution at one point, and it hit me and it just brought me down to damage. Like, damaged, you know. I was in yellow caution just then, and it one-shotted me.
Resident Evil.
This keeps up, I'm gonna have to break out that bottle of bourbon I got earlier today and get angry drunk. That worm is driving me to drink. No, I don't want to save it again. Be even more thematically appropriate if it was a bottle of tequila with the, you know, one of those bottles that's got the worm in the bottom. Me and tequila don't mix well, though, so... No, that's not happening. The thing that aggravates me the most about this is I nearly had it. It's just that it pushed me into my own trap as soon as I set the trap.
What's going on?
What? We've been here more than once, Jill. We know what's happening. Well, there we go. I pumped all of the flame rounds into the thing. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. Oh, you prick. Like, no! One tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, giant worm! Why am I just standing there? Run away. I feel like this would be a lot more fun if he had a tiny sombrero on his head. Yeah, see, he hit me that time directly, and it didn't even bring me down from fine. This thing's damage is way out of whack. Oh, thank God. Of course, I'm standing right in it. Pop out of the ground, you bastard. Pop out of the ground, right here. There we go. Oh, how convenient. Fuck you. Ooh, worm. I could escape by climbing up this fence. Will you climb up the fence? Yes, please. No, no, no. See, I want to stay down here with the rotting carcass of this giant worm. The rotting fricasseed carcass of this giant worm. You know, I should have put away more stuff. I should have put away more stuff so I could pick up the herbs that are over here. Ooh, although what I can do is I can run back out to the main gate, because there's a save room there. Pick that shit up and bring it with me. I do have a Mr. Hunter to deal with out here, though. Oh wait, no, now it's zombies? Well, that sucked. Oh, do not kill me. Do not kill me, you bastards. The last thing I need is to die after that bullshittery. I was saying, why am I not shooting the barrel? And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be such a wuss about it, I'm going to save it again. Because I cannot. I cannot deal with Mr. Worm again. Alright, so there were 3 green herbs and 2 blue, I think. Yeah. Yeah, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put away this. And, keep the ink ribbons out for now. I'll put away that. I'll put away that. I guess I'll put away the first aid kit. That'll give me enough room to pick up everything. And then I run in there and BAM! Nemesis again. That would be just my luck, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know if there's too much of this game beyond the park, though. I think there's a factory I go to, and I gotta fight Nemesis one more time, and that's it. You know, I'm going to kill you out of spite now. Because that was just my own damn fault that time. I didn't even put the stuff away I was gonna... Rage! Honestly, I can mix the green with blue herbs anyway, so I don't need to put away everything. The ink ribbons will suffice, I think. Hello. I'm just bad at avoiding getting injured, aren't I? Okay, how about we just lure them all down here? At this point, I think I would have been happier with the hunters. Yeah, you throw up. This actually kind of reminds me of something. There's a wildlife park not too far from the city here. And on Twitter, they have a parody account. I don't know if it's actually operated by anybody who works at the park. It's called Salmoneer Nature Park. And, like, they've been doing a lot of October facts. They're all, like, Halloween or horror related, I think. Like, so the most recent one was October Fact. The movie Jaws was actually based off of a beaver we used to have at the park. We still haven't found all the bodies. I think another one was that there were 3 to 5 moose ghosts in residence. You know, fun stuff like that. No, no, ah! I like how I tried to run up the stairs, but instead I'm like, nope, I'm just going to run into this zombie's loving embrace. Jill has finally met the man of her dreams, and he's like 50% rot. Still better than Chris. I'm beginning to think that nearly every time I stream Resident Evil, and I don't mean like just once per overarching stream, just once per individual stream, I talk shit about Chris Redfield. I feel like that's just a thing that I do. Well, there's not much sense in keeping the first aid box out if I don't have any first aid sprays. Take out that, and I'll mix a red herb with it. And shotgun shells and freeze rounds, I guess. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be all I need. Hopefully I don't need to heal myself again anytime soon. Running dangerously low on handgun bullets, but I still would rather not make any unless I have to. Let's go get nommed on by a zombie again, because we know it's going to happen. Well, something I feel like I haven't actually talked about yet on stream that is a horrid disappointment in my opinion, but also not one that's terribly unexpected. And it's kind of fitting something that you, Rolls, if you're still in chat, mentioned not too long ago about how you're like patiently waiting for GTA 6 to come out. And that's... like, there's been a lot of debate, or at least speculation, the past month about like what Rockstar was going to do for Red Dead Redemption 2 for Halloween, because a lot of people found in source files for a recent update like zombie-like characters and stuff. And a lot of people were really hoping that it was going to be another Undead Nightmare, the single-player DLC campaign they released for the original Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, in a perfect world, I would have loved it if that was a thing, but I didn't think so. And of course I was correct, because it was just a limited time online mode that they're releasing that honestly isn't really even much. Like, mostly what they've done for the Halloween update for Red Dead Redemption 2 is it's pretty much entirely for the online mode, and it's like... see, they do this thing called an Outlaw Pass every now and then, where you spend in-game currency to buy this sort of pass, and in participating in it, like, you gain experience points and you unlock items. A lot of times it's just cosmetic stuff. Sometimes it's like new skins for weapons and clothing and stuff like that. And that's basically the main focal point for the Halloween update. They've done the same thing. They've released a pass that just gives you spooky related things throughout the course of your experience with it, and that's about it. So yeah, it's... see, I like Red Dead Online, I honestly do. Like, I've had a lot of fun with it. It's something I go back and forth with every now and then. Because the big thing that I like about Red Dead Redemption 2, well, even the first one, but especially the second one, is just the setting, and I like just kind of wandering around and doing random stuff, like, let's just go hunting, let's explore that mountain, let's, you know, that kind of thing. There was a period of time where you didn't really need to go into safe mode to get stuff done, because I think it was this past summer, everyone was remarkably civil for some reason. Like, I played a lot of it, and I hardly ever ran into a griefer. It was weird. Oh no, GTA Online, that's a completely different kettle of fish altogether. I haven't played that in ages, but the last time I did, there was there was somebody going around in a tank that they somehow started getting to fly, basically, I think they found a way to sort of hack it so that would happen, and they were just killing everybody in the city. Like, I one time, even without the hacking, I dropped into a lobby, and there were at least 2 people roving around the city in a tank, and someone was, like, strafe-bombing everybody with a fighter jet. And I was just there driving around in my dinky little car trying to get to a mission or something. And just explosions were happening everywhere. And I mean, that's kind of fun to a degree, but not when you're trying to get shit done. So, you know. But yeah, something that I believe we were discussing, Rules, is that it seems like Rockstar has caught into the fact that they're making a pile of money off of the online modes for GTA and Red Dead. Well, not as much Red Dead, but still. So I really doubt we're going to get any single-player extensions to these games like we did with Red Dead Redemption or even GTA 5. GTA 5 had 2 full single-player DLCs that tied into the main story. I doubt we're getting that again. Which is sad, honestly. Because, I mean, the other thing to remember about Undead Nightmare especially is they released that mere months after Red Dead Redemption came out. Because Red Dead Redemption came out in, like, June or something like that. And then Undead Nightmare was released the following October. So... Oh, they had a system of small lobbies. I guess that was what was going on, AV? That makes sense. Did I? I did. I left the goddamn key in the item box. Shit. I'm just picturing this happening in real life, you know, like, you know, take away the video game conventions of it, and Jill, like, humps her way all the way down to the back gate of the park, and then she's, like, patting her pockets and stuff, and she realizes she left the key behind, and she's just like, oh, son of a bit! I'm gonna kill him so I don't have to deal with him again. And then she just sort of works her way back through the park and dodging zombies and cursing sulfurously to herself. And she's just like, it's just a tiny little key. I probably could have just put it around one finger. Why did I leave it back in the... You know what? I've got a bunch of bee gunpowder. I think I'm gonna make some more shotgun shells. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Which means I'm gonna have to put this away again for a minute. And let's remember to take the key out this time. Jill's also thinking to herself now, is like, you know, I'm actually kind of glad they're going to destroy this city. I never want to see it again. I didn't like it that much before the zombies. That's some high-quality cricket noises, though. Like, some of the sounds in this game are real crunchy, but that's actually pretty good. That's actually really nice. And here I try to rummage in the trash as if there would be anything useful in there. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. All right. Yes, I remember this part. There's a specific choice that kind of changes how the ending goes. Now in a moment. Set. Please tell me I don't have to battle a giant cricket in this game. God knows you had to battle with enough giant crickets in your first apartment. No, not this game. I think there's something cricket-like in Resident Evil 4, though. I can't remember. There's a giant sort of insectoid human crossbreed, I believe, at some point in the 4th game.
No!
Yes! Jump off! Jump off!
No!
Woo! A locust swarm that never dies. Yeah, that is a rather horrifying thing to think about there, V. And Jill's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I just jumped like 20 feet, but I'm good. Well, Jill survives a lot of stuff in this game that should have rightly killed her. Not as much as Nikolai, because Nikolai survives several explosions and somehow still lives. Because, I mean, Jill hurls herself out of a moving train at one point, she survives a couple of explosions herself, she gets infected, and survives that. Apparently that's taken up to 11 in the remake because she gets even more shit thrown her way and she still somehow survives. Will you take the water sample? Okay. I don't know what I need it for, but sure. Sample from the treated drainage of this factory. Shows it has passed the water pollution test. Okay. For a minute I thought it said something about a password. It shows a password. What? Like, there's no indication I actually need that for anything, so why the hell would I take it? Okay, this dead ends, so I gotta go back the other way. Just in case. Well, this looks cheery. Experiment-related notes. Watch for the portion with no wave when adjusting the data. That's a lot of gunpowder for a shotgun. Oh good, there's some more A as well. And a first aid spray. Meaning I'm going to need to go back up to the item box because I'm carrying too much crap. Yes, Halloween is Saturday. That's something that completely slipped my mind until today, actually. Because time has no meaning anymore. Let's put all that away. It doesn't look like there's anything threatening down in that room, so... Let's grab everything and hump back up here. Yeah, I don't know, it's like... Something I've been thinking about today is that the Halloween Spooktacular, the actual, like, streaming I do for Halloween, went horribly last year because my computer tried to explode on me. But Halloween itself overall was okay. This year it seems like it's the other way around. I just haven't really been able to get all that excited for Halloween this year. Like, I normally have I normally have a pumpkin carved by now. Not this time. But streaming-wise, though, it's actually been a pretty good month. Bought a bag of candy just in case, but you're not really expecting anyone to come by? Yeah. Well, that's like something we're probably going to do. We haven't done it yet. Ultraviolet rays are applied to the water. There's a tiny slot where a plastic card could fit. Yeah. Yeah, so something we're planning on doing that we haven't actually done yet is we might just go get a box or like buy a bunch of full-size candy bars, and if any kid actually comes to the door, you're just going to get a bunch of like full-size candy bars. Because it's like, you know what? Screw it. You're coming out for Halloween. This year of all years, you deserve the giant candy. None of this fun-sized bullcrap. Water pollution alert. Blocking of the abolition area passage is now in progress. To maintain safety, the lock will not be released until a manual check has been performed. Okay. Nobody came to your door last year. Pretty damn sure no one's coming this year. Device to check the water quality. Water sample seems to be required. I gotta get the one that's up there. Rolls is booking a flight solely to get full-size candy bars. That's gonna be one hell of an expensive candy bar, Rolls. Yeah, see, it's funny. The place we used to... Because, I mean, last year we were at my old apartment, and, like, I used to get kids every now and then come to that door, but I think the max I got one year was 5 or 6. And there's a lot of kids that live on that street, but I mean, I lived in a basement apartment then. Well, I do now, too. But it was specifically a basement apartment that was down a narrow, like, alley that was formed between the walls of 2 houses. And especially the last couple of years, the light over the door went out, and I could never get it replaced because it was one of those ones that has the glass and metal case over it. And it was basically rusted shut, so I couldn't get it open to change the light. So I had like a little Coleman lantern and the jack-o'-lantern I made put out on the front step last couple of years, and that was the only source of light in the alleyway. So I can kind of understand why no kid would want to go down there to get candy. This place is better because it's still along the side of the house, but it's got like more of an open area and it's better lit. But again, I don't know how many people are actually going to be stopping by, so... Oh, well, see, there you go. That's a good idea, Rolls. They'll probably appreciate that. I know I sure as hell would. Oh, I missed that. Security manual. Security of the plant. Since this plant is a facility under the disguise of a deserted factory, civilians will sometimes enter. If this should occur, do not hesitate to shoot them! Yeah, so, you know, urban explorers, stay away from apparent deserted water treatment factories. If they choose to surrender, arrest and then transfer them to the laboratory as new guinea pigs. You will be rewarded. Oh, Shun! Shun, thank you very much for that follow, and that does indeed make you the 100th follower. Thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate it, and you know, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you're having a great day. We've just been discussing about how, you know, probably getting full-size candy bars for the rare trick-or-treater that comes by might be a good idea. I don't know if I'd consider myself a professional Resident Evil streamer, but I have streamed the last 3 games. Well, 4 if you count Resident Evil 0. I'm slowly making my way through the entire series, but, you know. Professional! It's the epitome of a professional. I died 5 or 6 times trying to fight the giant goddamn worm in this game. I'm a professional. Maintenance of the device. This entire plant is controlled by an epidemic prevention system. When contamination is detected in the treatment room or decomposed specimen pool, the plant will automatically be locked down for isolation. In that case, you must follow the manual to unlock it. If the contamination is over the limit, the whole system will automatically lock down. Then you must remain in the plant and wait for subsequent orders. Those who leave the facility without permission will suffer extreme consequences. You know, probably getting shot. Rolls is just over there like an amateur. Well, I mean, you haven't really streamed any Resident Evil Rolls. So, I mean, you can't really be a professional Resident Evil streamer. I wonder if that's something I can put on my resume. You know, like, I've got my 10 years in the printing industry, that time I worked at the UPS store, and down underneath it is professional Resident Evil streamer. Leon, help! Now I'm just starting to get flashbacks to Resident Evil 4, which is something I am going to stream at one point. I've got it on the Switch. Oh yeah, gunpowder. I was gonna make more handgun bullets. Reloading mechanism, ho! I want to make more freeze rounds though, so I'm not gonna make a bunch. Bam. I'll do for now. Yes, Leon help in Resident Evil 4, and back in Resident Evil 2 it was Ada, wait! Ada! Wait! Yes, I see it says on your resume you were a professional gambler. How did that work out? Well, I'm looking for a job. Solid point. And yeah, I may as well take out the first aid box, I guess. Just in case of fun. Nah, actually, no. I'll wait until I get at least 2. But all the stuff I'm carrying that I probably don't need. Well, hot damn, at long last I have 100 followers. I feel like I should do something special for that, but I don't know what. I'm really bad at thinking about stuff like that. I mean, back when I finally made affiliate, I just streamed one of the first games that I streamed when I started. I don't really think I can trot that one out again, though. I remember this! I remember hating this! There's a device to check the water quality. Will you operate it? Sure. It's a nice, cheery little tune, but... I just noticed. That's actually a pretty good one, Baked. So yes, for posterity, Bake CD's favorite resume joke is apparently... I see you put your best trait is honesty. Why is that? I don't think that's any of your goddamn business. I like that. That's really good. Okay, so this is kind of Tetris-y in its way. Alright, so that's already got a stack of 2. Let's just maneuver the bottom one. Because we just need a 1 for that. Although I don't think that's going to work. Nah, because then that's too tall in the middle. The result graph is different from the sample. What an interestingly stupid way to set this up. Alright, so B probably needs to change. Yeah, that's B. B needs to change. Not there, though. Not like that. Also not like that. I feel like this particular puzzle is going to make me very angry. Although that might be where A needs to be, possibly. I love the cheery little tune it's giving me. Other than that, though, this thing sucks. I can just picture Jill tearing her hair out in frustration doing this, because I might end up doing it myself. No, no, it can't stay there. Can't stay there. Can't stay there either. What does that give me? Let's for argument's sake, let's see. Closer, I guess? So just B, maybe that's what needs to move. I feel like A is where A needs to be, because there's not much option there, I don't think. Okay, B is not in a good spot, though. Thing goes there, I think. I didn't mean to check, I wanted to go down to C. Like, nearly every Resident Evil game has one puzzle that's like this. They're not always this particular type of puzzle, but there's always one in there that is, like, maybe not difficult, but just is enough to really make you angry. Yeah, except B probably can't go there because I don't think there's any way I can't line it up and not... Yeah, because that wouldn't work. Yeah, because that still gives me 3. Oh no, that's not going to work because that's in the way over there. Yeah, the first 3 sections are fine, but then it gets all fucky when it gets to the second. I was going to say maybe, but the bottom one's not right because the... Yeah. Alright, how off is it, though? Yeah, that's not right there. I'm missing some stuff. Maybe it's B. Maybe B is the only one that needs to move now. Or C, rather. No. 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 Yeah? No. No. Now I'm second guessing. Maybe A is the one that needs to move. No, I didn't mean to check it. Damn it. Wait, what? Go me? I solved it without realizing it somehow? It's a good thing I did accidentally check it, as opposed to checking, you know, moving A. Hooray? Somehow? Water quality check has passed the safety level. That's like the music box puzzle up in the top of the clock tower. The first time I tried to do that, I say first time because I died and had to do it again. I did it in one go, accidentally somehow. Yeah, I need a card. I don't have the card. Alright, I was gonna hang off on saving it again, but I really don't want to do that puzzle again. So, I'm going to save it again. There's no water in that glass. I don't know what I'm doing. That's something I realize I catch myself doing sometimes, I guess because I'm a fool. Like, if I finish drinking something that I've been drinking, at least once after I'm finished, I'll still go back to the glass and have a swig, even though there's nothing there. I don't know if it's just I get into a routine. Well, I have a little bit of tea left. I'll take that. Oh god, you do it too? It's not just me? I'm glad I'm not alone in that, at least. Okay, now that I've dealt with that, speaking of the fact that I'm out of liquid... Pause it. Actually, no, screw pausing it, because then you're not going to have the lovely save room tune. There we go. I am going to go grab myself something to drink, and I will be right back. Maybe it's time for me to get that bourbon I was talking about. Also, more water. I have returned. Return with a bottle of the old Maker's Mark. Or Marky Mark, as my brother calls it, because he's got a really stupid sense of humor. And so do I, for that matter, so I can't say anything. Yeah, Maker's Mark isn't a bad bourbon, I suppose. I've got others that I prefer, but, like, you know, it's a pretty solid one. Also, it was $4 off, so you can't go wrong there. Good. Good. Oh, what's that, Rolls? The next interview you do, and someone says that, you're gonna... Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? Because, I mean, not only do they just straight up say they're honest, they're good at keeping secrets, I guess. Look at it that way. Oh, Maker's Mark is your go-to? It is a pretty good bourbon, I must admit. I've got others I prefer. I really like Wild Turkey, for that matter, but it's a nice, solid bourbon. Also, and this is very important, especially in this day and age, it's not that expensive. Well, in comparison to others, at least. Just a further indication that price is not always an indicator of quality when it comes to alcohol. Because as I believe I mentioned before, back one time during one of the whiskey shows that happen here every now and then, I tried a whiskey. Oh, hello.
Rescuing you is becoming a full-time job.
What? How?
Thanks, Carlos. I owe you.
Listen closely, Jim. They're going to launch a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks.
At dawn? But that's only...
I know. We don't have much time left. We have to split up and find a way out of here. And hey, watch out for that traitor Nikolai.
Don't you fucking touch me, Carlos. What is this? What is this? The cupping of the cheek. What the fuck was that? The man nearly put a pile of holes in me. Like, there's no way he could have been so surgical with that assault rifle to not hit Jill, especially from the area he was standing. God damn it, Carlos. Anyway, like I was saying, the whiskey shows that we have up here every now and then. Several years ago, I tried a whiskey that was like $1,000 a bottle or something like that, and I did not like it as much as my $40 bottle of Bushmills. So, you know. Oh, there you go, Rolls. That's an idea. I really do need to work. It's funny how frequently I say it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing I need to do. That's a thing I need to do for the stream. The filter seems to be completely blocked. A liquid with a nasty odor is leaking out. But yeah, probably the hydrate one that I know a lot of people do. I can do that. Like, one for more channel points. Perhaps drink up would be a decent one to do. I still kind of like my penguin idea, though that can bite me in the ass. Like, there's some pricey whiskey that I do like. But for the most part, it's just, you know, like a good bottle of Wild Turkey, or Bushmills, or Maker's Mark, or something like that. You know, nothing that's overly insane. It's like, it's good. Like, that's shit I can drink. But yeah, no, when it comes to redeeming channel points, I kind of like my penguin idea, but that's probably something that might bite me in the ass. Oh, hello. The idea being that, you know, someone redeems a bunch of channel points and then tell me what type of penguin they want me to draw, and I draw a penguin. Like, do you want a ninja penguin? Do you want a Viking penguin? Do you want a zombie penguin? Oh, they're coming at me from both sides, and Jill aimed at the wrong thing. Die, you bastards! an expensive cigar, and it was noticeably better than the cheap ones, but not worth the price. Well, I mean, $125 for a cigar. I don't know about that. I think there's still one down there. The water pollution control device has stopped functioning. It displays an error message. No, you don't. Yeah, it's bad enough for like a really expensive bottle of booze, but I mean, a cigar is like a one-use thing, basically. Unless you like stub it out and save it for later. I guess, I don't know, I don't smoke myself, so... Go to a cigar shop, buy the most expensive cigar, light it with a $100 bill, take one puff, and immediately put it out. Why? Because you can. It's filled with a nasty-smelling liquid. Reminds me of that episode of Futurama where they all get $100 bills. Or, no, it was $300. Yeah, they all got $300. And, Bender... That's not even enough for Bender to buy a really expensive cigar, so he, like, breaks into the place and steals it. Although mostly I remember it because of Fry's suggestible persona. And the fact that it doesn't take much convincing for him to use his money to buy 100 cups of coffee. Honestly, I have enough shotgun shells, it's probably better off to kill zombies that way. It's locked by a system. It's locked by the system. Well, that was probably a waste. Oh, I didn't even realize they were talking about bringing Futurama back. I mean, I know it came back from the dead there a while ago, but then I thought they finished the whole thing off again. I would certainly love it if they did. It's easily one of my favorite TV shows. Some kind of observation system is running. It seems to have been installed recently. And yes, that episode is probably one of my favorites too. And it largely is because of the whole subplot with Fry, because I love that an entire building is on fire, and he just drinks that 100th cup of coffee, and after becoming this caffeine-addled mess throughout the course of the episode, he just suddenly becomes immaculate and achieves divinity. He becomes one with the Speed Force. Hey, what do you mean, remake Godfather 3? Is that a thing that's happening? Are they remaking Godfather 3? It's the Dead Factory map. Yeah, this is the final area of the game. I will take this singular green herb. Alright, I think I need to take this disc and go all the way back to where I fiddle with the water. You know... Oh, thank God. I thought the game stalled. Oh, it just took its sweet time to do the loading screen. I was just a hair away from resetting the PlayStation. Oh, he's recutting it? Okay, so it's not quite a remake, but sort of a remake. As I've said many times on stream, because I've told this story more than once. But, like, I was not exactly in my right state of mind when I watched I was gonna call it Grandfather. Jesus, maybe I'm not in my right state of mind now. Grandfather 3! No, Godfather 3. I was not exactly in the right state of mind when I watched that, because I was, speaking of caffeine, I was fry at that point, because of all the caffeine running through my system. But my memories of that movie are that it's not necessarily a terrible movie. I've certainly seen worse. It's just that in comparison to the other two, it's pretty awful. Is that not... No, I don't need that. I don't need that right now. Well, see, exactly, that's the thing. It's like, you know, it's kind of hard to stack it up against the other two movies, because the other two movies are so good. So... You know what, I could probably just put in those freeze rounds and put away the other grenade rounds. Free up an inventory slot. So where do I need to put that disc, I wonder? Fun fact about the first Godfather movie. Like early on, like during this day of his daughter's wedding, Vito is holding this cat, like this little tiny cat, when he's seeing people. There's two things about that. Number one, apparently this is a cat that just happened to randomly be on set. Like, it wasn't planned that he'd be holding a cat for that scene. It's just that the cat really took a shine to Marlon Brando for some reason. Why are they still here? What? No. Jesus, how glitchy. Anyway, like I was saying, the cat apparently took a real shine to Marlon Brando, so they just kind of threw it into the scene. And they actually had to do the take again because the cat was purring so loudly that you could barely hear him. Like, the cat was just really digging hanging out with Marlon Brando. I hate these creatures. Which is funny, because especially later in his life, Marlon Brando, well, you know, the cat was probably one of the few people who enjoyed hanging out with Marlon Brando on set. I don't know that he was overly hard to work with in Godfather, but he certainly was in most other movies. Like, if you've ever seen that version of the Island of Dr. Moreau that he was in. The shit that went on behind the scenes in that movie was legendary. The original, I think it was director for that movie? I can't remember the guy's name, but apparently he got... I think he got fired, or he just kind of went a little nuts and left. Like, the area, the island they were filming the movie on, he never actually left it. He just stayed there. Like, he would go off and live in the woods in the jungle for a little while, and he would occasionally come back on set, but he'd be dressed as some of the animal people in the movie. So there's a bunch of scenes where he's just kind of hanging out in the background, but you don't know it's him. Like, he just went a little bit mad and left and came back. The other thing about that movie is at the end, Brando wanted to reveal that his character was part dolphin. That's why he was wearing a hat the whole time. So, like, he'd take off his hat and he'd have, like, a fin and a blowhole. They did not do that. Probably for the best.
Nikolai?
Take a couple of shots, chuckle. Oh, there's another save room over there. Good for it. Got a little funky bass line going on in the background of the song, every now and then. Wait, am I back in the... Oh, it's the bridge. Okay, alright. Yeah, so if I pick the option to push Nemesis off the bridge rather than jump myself, this is where I want to come out. Or come into the facility, I should say. I'm really regretting doing that now. Creatures, no. Creatures, please. Oh, it's in our first aid spray. Currently carrying too much shit, though. So, seeing as how that's a first aid spray, let's... I love the horribly disorganized pile of herbs I have in here. Put that away, we'll take out our case. What's the shiny thing? Give me the shiny thing. Will you take the facility key? Sure. Sure. Let's open up some doors. Diaries and books have been piled up in a disorderly fashion. Say on the chalkboard. A weekly schedule is scribbled here. Manager's diary. April 25th. Today is my 30th birthday. Oh god, this guy's younger than I am. Huh. How about that? I've missed my calling. At this point in my life, I could have been running a shady disposal facility for a horrible monster company. Damn, I missed out. I was transferred to this facility today. I'm very happy because the work environment is very different from life in the university. May 14th. The disposal system has been completed. Using a special kind of gas, it can decompose the cells of the guinea pigs. We have to try this out before beginning practical usage of this system, since it is not 100% stable yet. May 20th. While I was checking the treatment room, the door shut and I was locked inside. I couldn't get out for 1 hour. I guess even if you have the key card, it's useless when you're locked inside. June 7th. The guinea pigs we have to dispose of are increasing. The system is not working smoothly. The laboratory staff doesn't listen to my opinions, and I am getting extremely frustrated. That makes me angry. July 16th. We can't dispose of all the bodies, and the quality of the liquid medicine is not good enough either. July 29th. Though the function of the system decreases, the number of bodies we have to dispose doesn't. The infection level has increased, and the antibodies we are using is no match for the new mutation of the virus. Some of the workers have been infected by the disease. I have continued to work, but I always keep a gun with me. I must remember to save one bullet for me. I want to weep. I don't want to die here. I swear that I'll lose my mind if I imagine how painful the death will be. Like this is in July. So this is around the time that the mansion incident happens. And before the thing that happened down in Nest with William Birkin caused the infection in the entire city. So even before that, Umbrella was just kidnapping and ramming so many people through as guinea pigs to infect that they set up this facility to dispose of them. But they just kept shoving more and more people into this facility, and they didn't upgrade the means to get rid of them. So even if all the shit that happened in the first two games didn't happen, the city likely would have gotten infected because of this place. Like, it's shocking that Umbrella lasted as long as it did. This is the kind of management the last place I worked at kind of did, except, you know, less zombies, but... I was like, oh, what's that? You saying that, you don't have the equipment necessary to actually do the thing we want you to do? Oh, well, that's your problem, not ours. That's insane. I forgot about that. I forgot about that in this game, that this place was overflowing so badly that an infection vector could have spread from this. Fucking Umbrella. Oh, I suppose I should clarify my statement. Not the last place I worked at. Last place I worked at wasn't bad, although I was there only briefly. I mean, the place I worked at for the majority of my career. They had management like Umbrella. See, I don't know what I need here, so I'll leave that. I think some bad shit's gonna go down pretty soon, so... Hey look, oibs. And now let's go back and put it in the box. I'm kind of running low on ammunition for both the shotgun and the handgun. What do I have in terms of gunpowder? Nothing. I don't think I have any gunpowder. Oh wait, no, I've got 2 Bs. Yeah, maybe I'll mix that together and give myself some more. Nah, I won't bother yet. Like, I'm not going to bother to pick up that other blue herb either. I've been fortunate enough that I haven't really needed them. There is a card key reader. The elevator won't move because it is locked with a card key. Well, I can't do anything here, which means I need to go out with my lovely insectile friends. Perhaps the door Nikolai went through. Beginning to think I probably should have made those shotgun rounds. There's a card key reader. So where the hell am I going? It's not the door in there, it's not the door back there. Oh wait, no, there's a door straight on down this way. I didn't... What? But no, that's the door that leads outside. Yeah, that's the door that leads outside. This has a card key reader, which I cannot use. Means I need to backtrack again. This way. Alright. So I'm not quite sure what I need this disc for. That's locked by a system. Maybe there's a way I can get past that steam in that room. That seems likely. Let's go back that way. We've hit the section of the game where I'm just going to run in circles, not really knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because the last time I played this game, I was probably 16. Let me tell you, that was not yesterday. Have anything else of worth in here? Let's go through here. Will you push the switch? Aha! Okay, alright. That makes sense. This in of itself is a puzzle, isn't it? Well, it's not that one. Unless I have to press both of them. Hooray! I'm not going to scald myself. This controls the power for the safety system. It's set to standby mode. Will you push the switch? Yes. Power has been supplied to the safety system. Congratulations, Joel. You did a thing. Okay, that means I have to go down there and I can probably open that door now. Alright. Hooray! The lock seems to have been released. Now you can get the hell out of here. Just in time to get your face ripped off by something, most likely. I'm still carrying that key and that disc that I don't know what I need them for. It's that disgusting gurgling noise. Behind this door is death, possibly. The inside of the wall is exposed here. Someone seems to have been working on the wiring. Oh, this looks ominous. A large-sized refrigerator. There are claw marks that indicate that something tried to crack it open from the inside. Okay, that sounds cool. Please insert system disk to unlock. I think, had I stayed on the bridge, I would have confronted Nikolai in that hallway, and then something happens to him.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in the treatment room. Please evacuate immediately.
Oh yeah, this.
Stars.
Oh yeah, him! Hello, dear Fremesis. It's been a while since I've seen you. Ah yes, he has been hoisted by his own petard. I still need to find him, though. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Ah! Get up, get up, get up. Nope. What? No! Fucking auto aim. I know that's a way I can defeat him, but... Oh shit, he moonwalking! Oh, auto aim, why? And I'm dead! That killed me. To answer your question, Bake, that's what those tendrils do. Those tendrils pound that Jill. I felt wrong just saying that. Because I guarantee you, the internet being what it is, if your safe search is not turned on and you look up pictures of Nemesis and Jill, I don't want to know what you're going to find. Okay, what the hell did I do last before I saved it? Oh yes, I didn't do the... Yeah, okay, alright. I forgot to put that away. Oh well. No, I think it was this one. Yeah. And then I press this one again. Huh? Yeah, I don't really know precisely how much I need to use the, I need to use the valves that have the disintegrating shit in it. I think I can just wail on them, and that should be enough to take them out. I hope so, anyway. Particular purpose is even going in there serve. It's a dead end. Oh wait, I think there might be an item on somebody in there because the dude did say he keeps getting locked in the place. Yeah, so I don't think I need that key I have on me, I just need the disc. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the disc away. Or the key away, not the disc, I need the disc. Yeah, so we don't need these. And I don't think we need the key. Keep the disc. I'm going to take out another healing item just in case. And possibly something else to increase my killing power. Yeah, screw it, let's take the Magnum. It's going to be one of those things I'm just going to hoard and never use, so it's just as well to take it with me. Oh yeah, you guys! I forgot you guys were still here. Let's fix that, shall we? Look at the magnificent dodging I was just doing. Jill be nimble, Jill be quick. Don't ask her to jump over a candlestick, though, because that's just silly. She's got more important shit to be worrying about right now. Oh, I like how they don't even give you a choice. They just force you to walk into the door as soon as you unlock it. Thanks, game.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please evacuate immediately.
How can I evacuate? I don't have the card. Why did you leap? What was point of leap? Why did I not aim at that? Come on, big boy. What? Ah. Fuck this. Whip it good, eh? Music's pretty funky, I'll give it that. Okay, I just want him to come back over here. Okay, good, that actually did hit him. I wasn't sure. Stop that. Why you gotta be such a dick? Okay, that should put him right in the path. Nah, I was hoping that would... Alright, fuck it. Oh, what's the matter? You've been disarmed? Oh, I'm actually almost dead. Don't taunt the thing. Don't taunt the thing if he's nearly killed you. Shit. Oh, did he actually get smart enough to walk away from it? Okay, why didn't it trigger that time? Haha! That's no way to get hit. Why is it not dead? Why is he still moving? He doesn't have a head. And here I was going to make a stupid joke about that. There we go. There we go. Oh hey, it's that guy whose diary I was probably reading. Where is his corpse? Oh, right here. Will you take the card key? Yes, please, thank you, I need to leave. There is a card key reader. Thanks for telling me that. And then we never saw him again. That's it. That's the end of Nemesis.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for dropping by there, Rolls. Thank you very much, as always. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Although I'm glad you stuck around to hear the absurdity of what we just heard, because apparently Umbrella installed all of their facilities with a missile detection program. Because that's a thing. That's a thing they figured would happen sometime. You know, in the eventuality from a direct missile strike, all of our facilities will warn you of it. Of course there's more zombies. There's always more zombies. Get off! Ah, there's another! I swear to God, if that was enough to kill me. Although I'm getting pretty close. Fuck it. It's just well to use that herb just in case. Okay, so I need the card reader for something upstairs, so let's go deal with that. I don't know what I need it for. And an actual countdown hasn't happened yet. Oh, there's... Jesus, why are there so many hunters? That's insane. I guess they just live in that stagnant pool of shit? That's an interesting way to introduce yourself, PTG, but I really appreciate it. But are you real, or are you just in a collective illusion of all of our minds? Although even if you're that, I still appreciate you stopping by. Some of my best friends are ones who aren't real. Let's break out another super duper herb. I gotta say though, that is the most bombastic introduction I've ever had when a viewer came in. It's actually, I kind of like it, to be honest. What's another thing? What's another thing I was going to do? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm getting down to the point where I'm probably not going to find much more in the way of gunpowder, so let's just make some more shotgun bullets. This was your game in first grade? That just makes me feel old. Though a lot of things make me feel old nowadays, so I can't really say anything. Oh, thanks for the follow. It was a good entrance. I mean, you know. But no, I too had a lot of fond memories of this game because I think I was in, like, early high school when this came out. And in replaying it now years later, I discovered that I'm terrible at it. Go figure. Yeah, no, oh wait, no. No, I wouldn't have been in the early years of high school. I would have been 12. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Well, I don't really have much more in the way of handgun bullets, so I think I'll put that guy away. And let's take out these grenade rounds in case I need them. And I may as well take out the Magnum, too, for the extra bullets. I'm actually kind of running low on ammunition for certain things. It's getting scary. Oh, Jesus baked, you're even younger than I thought. Now I feel super old. I tell you, you young'uns these days. Wait, what? But it's a card reader. What do I... Do I not need that for anything? Okay, alright, whatever. Well, I mean, no matter what, I'm usually the oldest person in the room, because in spirit, I'm in my 60s. Crusty old man that I am. But the Sega Dreamcast version, you say, is the one that you liked more. See, the Dreamcast is one of those systems that I never owned, I've never experienced, and I'm actually kind of sad I didn't. Because practically everybody I've talked to, and I've heard talk about the Dreamcast, have described it as being this wonderful system that died way too soon. Damn it! Ah. That's true. That's something that's easily forgotten, is that the Oracle games on the Game Boy Color, I think it was, for The Legend of Zelda, Ages and Seasons were Capcom games. They weren't actually made by Nintendo themselves. They used the Link's Awakening, I think, engine for it, but it was all Capcom. They developed those games. Oh, the elevator. I think I need the card reader for the elevator. Also, this thing? Oh, dead folk. Oh, Capcom did Minish Cap, too. That I didn't realize. Wait, what did I aim? Oh yeah, I aimed that way because there's a thing over there. Yeah, Shenmue is something I've actually been meaning to get, but I haven't. Like, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Oh, it was on sale? Huh. Well, I missed that then. Am I going to... Is this a mistake coming down here? I should have saved it. Come to think of it. Well, that's like another game series that I have, Shenmue 1, 2, and 3 is on PS4 and Xbox One. I think it might also be on Steam, too, if I remember correctly. It's closed with a sturdy-looking door. There's a tiny slot where a plastic card should fit. But I threw away my card. I guess I gotta go where Nikolai went. Anyway, like I was saying, speaking of Shenmue, it kind of reminds me, there's this other, like, really Japanese culture-centric game that I did have a little bit of experience with that was on the PS2. And that was Yakuza. I just bought Yakuza 0, which is a... Is it Yakuza or Yakuza? I can't remember the pronunciation. But that's a prequel to the first game. I bought that on Steam recently, and I'm actually kind of excited to play it, because I've heard nothing but good things about that series. And I do remember enjoying what little of the original on the PS2 that I played. Yeah, because I think that's a prequel they made, and then they made Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, which are remakes of the first and second games. But yeah, there's like 6 or 7 games in that series, and there's this one weird one where they have to deal with zombies, I think, and like... It's a portable radar receiver. You've got the radar receiver. Cool.
You're still alive. Such persistence.
Nikolai?
Sorry, but there is no escape from here.
Cool! I guess I'll just die then. Oh wait, here we go. This is funny. Return fire to the chopper. Oh, actually, I should have negotiated with him. This might go poorly. I thought this was something that happened in a cutscene. I am mistaken. How's about I just leave?
Although I'm sure I'll miss you, it's time to say goodbye. You can either accept death with dignity or die with regret. It's entirely up to you.
Oh, hey, Prawn. Welcome back to the stream.
Jill, what happened?
Hi, Carlos.
Carlos, Nikolai beat us to the chopper.
I guess this is it then. But I don't want to die in a place like this. This isn't over yet. I'm not giving up, Jill. We still have a chance.
Do we, though? Do we really?
I am not going to give up.
Okay, you keep pressing those buttons.
Jill, that's it. We've got to find a way out of here. Now!
What was that about not giving up?
Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Guess I'll just die then. I should have. Wait, no, I did go the other way. It's just there's a card. Yeah. Hello, item box. Shit. What am I taking out? I don't know. I think I'm overall pretty good. Maybe. I may as well take out the mine thrower in its rounds, though, come to think of it. Make sure I have everything I need. But yeah, no, I thought, like, when I picked Return Fire that a cutscene would play, because what happens is you can legitimately shoot down the helicopter and kill Nikolai. As stupid as that is. But canonically, that's what happens. Canonically, Nikolai leaves. That was probably pointless. I'm probably going to regret not leaving an inventory space open. I'm also probably going to regret not saving it. A power distribution unit that is not working now. This is one of Umbrella's deadly bioweapons. That is, you know, in a very provocative pose. It's one of the Mr. X's in its final form. Power distribution unit that is not working now.
Checking system.
That's a disturbing noise.
Checking battery. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
Well, how's about I fix that? Power is going outside. It cannot be unlocked now. Huge cable connects it.
Battery connected.
Hey, look who's not dead yet. Look who's feasting on that Mr. X's crotch. Hello, my large, hideous friend. Jesus. Oh, I'm almost dead. Just like that. Oh, no. Push it in, push it in, push it in, push it, push it, no! No, it's gotta be done in sequence. Shit. This is not good. This is all kinds of no. Come on. Yes, please. Yes, please. What an ugly goddamn thing. What an ugly goddamn thing. Get in... No. Get in front of him. Let me... Oh, I need to lure him in again. Like, I don't think I can get him in the one shot. Come on. Okay, will this cause him to come back this way? Yes. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it! Yeah, I just need to keep it trapped in that corridor. No. Oh, yes. Yes!
Warning. System overheating.
Good.
Cool down mode.
I don't need you anymore. Goodbye, you ugly bastard. I need to leave. But look who's not dead yet. Exterminate the monster. Fuck it. I'll drink to that.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
And then you have this cool badass one-liner. And that's it. It's finally dead. I apparently Jill finally killing Nemesis is not quite as badass in the remake either, and that's also kind of sad. Time to go.
Jill!
It's over, Carlos.
Oh, he came out pretty quick.
Don't you hear that? There's a second chopper, and it's here to rescue you.
But who is it? Who could possibly be looking for me?
It doesn't matter. We just have to be there when it lands.
He was always hauling Jill's ass out of the fire. Hooray! We live!
Thanks, you saved us.
I couldn't let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready to finish this?
It's Barry! Barry Burton!
It's coming!
Yeah. It's the end.
He just looks at her and is like, a few seconds later, and you would have been a Jill sandwich, I know. It wasn't funny last time you said it, Barry. And now it doesn't even make any sense.
That's it. Umbrella's gone down.
You know, because all the other shit they did didn't matter up until this point, right?
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Backless Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Currently,
So yes,
the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark.
it's the U.S. government did this.
Of Raccoon City.
So the question is, how many people were still alive in the city? Because there might have been a number of people who just holed up in safe houses and stuff. I mean, if you believe the old, like, online PS2 Resident Evil games Outbreak, there were a bunch of other people that did actually escape the city, but that means there probably were so many more who died. So, I mean... But yes, the path that I took was basically the canonical ending of Resident Evil 3. So Nikolai gets away, and Barry shows up to save Jill and Carlos. It's an interesting music choice for the end of the game and a city getting wiped off the map, while showing us scenes of the city getting wiped off the map. Yeah, what we need for a city basically getting nuked and over 100,000 people dying is a power ballad. There's Jill and Carlos just sort of hanging out the ends of the chopper with lighters in their hands. And Barry's turned around, looking at him, is like, what the hell are you two doing? We've had a long couple of days, Barry. Bitchin' piano. A guy named Roger Honeywell voiced Nikolai. Such a beautiful view. Yes, it is baked. Like, I don't know if this is how the Resident Evil 3 remake ends too, but Like, you know, in the Resident Evil 2 remake, there's the Ghost Survivors mode, and one of the people you play as is Robert Kendo, and just before Kendo fucking kills himself, he gets a radio call that lets him know that there's a rendezvous point he can go to and get picked up. I think the implication is supposed to be that Barry, with the helicopter he comes in to pick up Jill and Carlos, comes into the city and rescues Kendo. Because it's established that he and Kendo are friends, so. Grade E. Not as bad as I thought. I also like how it's just them hanging out in a bar, apparently. And Barry? I think that's Barry behind the counter? I mean, you know, Stars disbanded, so he had to make ends meet somehow. You can play the extra game. You've got the boutique key and the costume. After escaping the city, Jill set out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then they can go and put an end to Umbrella. The funny thing about this is I think there's 6 or 8 different epilogues for this game, and the only way you can get them, because they all unlock sequentially, you have to play through the whole game over and over again. So you have to play through the game that many times to get all the epilogues. Because I think you get one for Jill, you get one for Leon, you get one for Claire and Sherry, you get one for Barry even, I think. You get one for Hunk. I think you get one for Ada, too, so like, a lot of the characters who were introduced in Resident Evil 2, you don't find out what happened to them after they left Raccoon City in that game, unless you beat this game half a dozen times. 'Cause why not? It's a hell of a way to do it, Capcom. Next game. Alright, so I'm debating what I want to do right now. Alright, because I don't know if I'm going to come back to this again. I think this is going to be the end of this. But, you know what? I think what I might do is I might start a new game just long enough to get to the boutique and see what extra costumes we have. I don't need to see this, but I think I might do that, and I think I might do, like, one attempt at a run-through of, one attempt at a run-through of the mercenaries thing. And that'll be it, because if I remember correctly, I'm usually not good at the extra modes in these games, but I remember being relatively decent at the one in this.
Resident Evil.
But I also remember being relatively decent at this game, period, and lo and behold, years afterwards I play it, and that does not seem to be the case, so. You want to play 7 days? Considering it's nearly it is 1 o'clock in the morning, where I am now, V, perhaps not. I might take you up on that offer sometime, but not tonight. Not after 3 hours of playing this. I'm gonna go get myself a small amount of water, and at the very least we're gonna check, maybe the extra costumes in the boutique. I shall be back in a couple seconds. Seeing how you mention it though, V, I did actually manage to get 7 Days to Die working multiplayer-wise with a friend of mine the other day. So it works. I know it works. I was having concerns that I was going to have issues with that. Yeah, let's try mercenaries mode. Operation Mad Jackal. Oh yeah, this was actually the first time they ever did this in a Resident Evil game, gave this extra mode, I think. Because this was like, there's a mercenaries one that they do in practically every Resident Evil game after this, but this was the first one, and it plays very differently than the other games. Like, you've got the 3 characters you can play as, and they represent the different difficulties. I think Mikhail is the easiest, Carlos is middle grade, and Nikolai is the hardest. And with the points you get from finishing these, you can buy rewards, and the rewards, I think, carry over into single player. So let's try, because I'm a chicken, let's try Mikhail. And the point is, you need to get from point A to point B. But along the way, you can rescue civilians. You can rescue civilians, and that increases your time. And I think you increase your time via kills, too. Yeah, because Nikolai just has the handgun and the knife and a bunch of first aid sprays, that's it. Like, Carlos has more healing items, but Mikhail is more heavily armed. So let's try him. I do love Mikhail. These soldiers haven't lost their edge. They have forgotten what fear and survival mean. Well, they have lost it. It is time for them to remember.
Welcome. The rules are simple. In order to dispose of the bomb implanted in your body, you must reach the target point. Keep in mind that there will be various obstacles in your way, so do not be afraid to use whatever means necessary to reach your goal. Good luck.
I see they've gone... I see they've gone all Suicide Squad with this. Bombs implanted. Yeah, you've got to go back to where Jill started from the, You've got to go back to where Jill started from the train. No, thank you. Yeah, excuse me while I get bitten immediately. I don't think there's any item pickups either. Excuse me while I shoot over his head. Oh, cool. I got an extra second because of the double kill, too. The Boyds! I'm wondering who the voice at the beginning of this was supposed to be. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it was like Oswald Spencer or somebody, you know, that asshole. Oh shit. I need to go that way, don't I? I do, yeah. Excuse me while I just take so much damage. I can apparently go to the gas station, though, so let's go take a look over there. Oh, I get points for dodging, too, it seems. Oh, there's a person. I'm coming to save you, person. Oh, stereo. Oh, I think I need to kill all the enemies before he's safe. It gives me an extra 20 seconds. Oh, he dropped something. What's that? Oh, yeah! Alright, I'm remembering how this works now. Alright, let's go deal with all the zombies out there. I have no illusions that I'm going to actually get through this alive, but we'll see what happens. Damn. Versus I have been foiled by the scenery. Oh shit, they actually didn't move. And I've killed myself. Too close. Too close. Anyway, you get the gist. I'm not gonna try that again. I feel like I'm going to play a lot of this off stream myself, though, because I completely forgot about this mode until now. I got $98, though. Yeah, see, because this is I guess this is a way that you can easily get the epilogues, like the multiple epilogues you can get in this game, because if you play this mode enough, you can unlock infinite ammo weapons, which should just basically make the game a cakewalk. You know, if you're actually good at this, which I clearly am not, but I'll keep trying it probably. Oh no, the one thing... When you load this data, select restart to use the items you purchase. Okay. Like... So yeah, the one last thing I'll do before I stop playing this is I'll start a new game in that file, and I'll go to the boutique just so we can take a look at the costumes that I've unlocked. It shouldn't take me very long to get there, at least I hope not. Now, when I say continue, is that going to... No, okay, alright, good.
As an ordinary day.
This is Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off at area E95070. Over.
I realize it was an ordinary day. I also don't need to see that again. Although it probably would have been pretty cool to see that one dude going to town on zombies with a pile of grenades. That guy is the unsung hero of this game. Brr. Apparently in the remake you play through Jill trying to get out of her apartment while it's on fire before the explosion, which is interesting. Yeah, I can't skip this cutscene.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow.
Yeah, this means I can actually check something I talked about last time I streamed this.
Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What?
Yeah, in the novelization for Resident Evil 2, it says that Jill left Raccoon City in September 26th, so 2 days before this game started. So once I get to the novelization for this game, I'm going to be interested to see how the author explains why she came back. Well, the novelization for Resident Evil 2 was written before this game came out, so, you know, I can't really fault her for the continuity error. Did I find that last time I played this? Last time I was here? I can't even remember. Honestly, I feel like I might end up replaying this in my off time, just because of the mercenaries thing and the epilogues. Anyway, I'm not really planning on continuing this that much. I'm just gonna see if I can get to the boutique and see what the costumes are. So I'm just gonna make a shitload of handgun bullets just to increase my odds of survival. I gotta say, with all the trouble I had, though, I'm remembering now why I love this game so much, because it's just so good. It's a lot shorter than Resident Evil 2, but it's so tightly paced, I guess, is the best way to put it. I mean, sure, a lot of things are a nuisance, like that goddamn worm I had to deal with. But, like, there's a lot to love about this game. Like, of the original Resident Evil games, this one is probably in the pinnacle in terms of gameplay. I still say Resident Evil 2 is probably my favorite, and this just makes me want to play the original Resident Evil 2 again. Boutique's up that way, I think. Though I think I need to go through this whole rigmarole, so let's do it. At least then I can get the shotgun and go to town, clear my way a lot easier. Hi, Brad. Bye, Brad. Of course, this does actually remind me, because I was going through a lot of my streams so I can post them on YouTube, and I'm still horribly behind. I'm only just at the end of May. Before my old capture card fucked up, I was actually partway through doing a second playthrough of Leon in the Resident Evil 2 remake, so I've got to get back to that. Did that kill it? No. Oh, I didn't see you there, my friend. Good thing I don't much care about my, ammo here. Because, like, if you squint, he kind of looks like Marvin. That just reminds me of the weird continuity error in this game. Because you come across Marvin in the police station playing as Jill, and she makes a comment about how he's fatally wounded, but I don't know if that necessarily means that he's still alive but unconscious, or if he's dead. But this takes place before Leon gets to the police station. So from Jill's perspective, Marvin's already dead, but Leon does see him when he gets to the police station. So, I don't know, it's just strange. I just find it strange. I mean, I don't think I'm too far from the boutique, but I may as well pick this stuff up just in case, you know, the worst happens. Oh yeah, it's just down there. I'm actually not too far from it. Okay. Goodbye. You'll be okay, dead man. You use the boutique key. You no longer need this key. Time to go get fancy. Put on my best zombie apocalypse duds. I like how swanky and clean this place looks in comparison to everything else. Oh. I think I need to play through the game a bunch more times, because I think you unlock a new costume every time you finish the game. You know, back when games thought you were going to replay them over and over again. There's an outfit that should fit you. Will you change your clothes? Yes. Occupied. So yeah, it's just Jill in her Resident Evil 1 togs. But I gotta say though, like, of all the characters in the first game, Jill is the one that had the most recognizable outfit, to the point where she's most identified with the way she looked in the first game. To the point where, like most games where Jill is a playable character, they will give you the option to dress her up in her Resident Evil 1 outfit. And I don't know what it is about it. It's just, I don't know, it's just her, you know? Like, even when she appears as a fighter in Marvel vs. Capcom, this is usually what they put her in. And then, of course, there's the extra character, the ridiculous Tofu, in Resident Evil 2, who has Jill's beret for some reason. In the novels, they explain it as it being her lucky cap. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm not going to go any further than that, but oddly I find myself compelled to play more Resident Evil 3 just off stream, because, like, now that I know that I can just go through the mercenaries thing a bunch of times, Operation Mad Jackal, excuse me, and then build up the cash to get infinite ammo weapons, I feel like I want to actually tear through the game with the infinite ammo and get the rest of the epilogues, but I'm not gonna stream that. So let me shut that off and get everything arranged for my closing comments. Like I was saying, there's 3 different ways, though, that the whole thing with Nikolai can play out. And, like, that one right there is the canonical one. Nikolai gets away. And the funny thing about that is you never see Nikolai again in the rest of the series. Like, he got away and he's never even really referenced. Like, I think he's referenced in some of the side games. Like, I think the main villain of one of the Umbrella Chronicles games mentions Nikolai, but you don't see hide nor hair of Nikolai ever again after this game. Well, for that matter, you don't really hear anything about Carlos either, but, I mean, Nikolai was a villain who got everything he wanted, he didn't get his comeuppance. He just leaves. He's the most successful villain in the entire franchise because he got what he wanted, a big payday, and he got to live, and that's it. So he's just gone. Which is funny. I don't know, I find that interesting, but, like, there's 3 ways Nikolai's story can play out. So, what you saw is what actually happens. He leaves. If I actually bothered to try to fight him, just using her handguns or shotguns or whatever, Jill would have been able to fight back and shoot Nikolai's helicopter down and kill him. And then there's the third option, which if I had stayed on the bridge and pushed Nemesis off of it, I would have run into him shortly after I walked into the facility, and he would have held me at gunpoint, and then Nemesis would have torn out the ceiling and grabbed Nikolai and ripped him in half. Like, there's a camera angle specifically after that happens that it's up in the ceiling tiles, and you see Nikolai's torso just hanging up there. That, I think, is the scenario that the author of the novelizations chose, so in the books, Nikolai's dead. So, you know, there's that. But no, canonically he survives. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can find the, I'm going to see if I can find a video of Nikolai being murdered by Nemesis, so you can see what that looks like. So, Resident Evil 3... Nikolai death, there we go. Okay, yeah, here you go. This is him being killed by Nemesis, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can make a YouTube link for that here. Browser source, add... That's Macho Man Randy Savage. Add source. Did that work? That appears to have not worked. Oh, that's because I didn't actually copy and paste it correctly. Alright, give me a minute here. Alright, I need to fix this so you can see it a bit better. This is a video posted by UBCS Nikolai, so apparently it's from Nikolai's own YouTube channel. How odd that the man would post his own death. That's some weird poltergeist shit right there. Weird, oddly specific poltergeist shit. Alright, so there's not really a lot of major differences that happen with the different choices you make in Resident Evil 3, but this is one of them. Alright, let me get this to fit the screen so you can see it in all its glory. Bam. Alright. So here you go. This is what happens if you push Nemesis off the bridge and you run into Nikolai in the factory.
You're still wandering around.
Nikolai? So, you want to get out of here alone. Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great, except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
I love how snarky she is. He did! Okay, I remembered him being ripped in half, but it seems like I might be mistaken on that. Anyway, so that's what happens. Like, Nikolai dies in that manner if you opt to push Nemesis off the bridge. And it's funny, because you wouldn't expect that was the thing that would happen, right? Especially since it's the top option. It's the top option in that live-action choice, or whatever the hell they call it, to push Nemesis off the bridge, and that isn't the canonical one. Go figure. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling about this. I'm going to leave off there for tonight, because I've been streaming much longer than I anticipated, but I feel good that I finished that, and I don't really have anyone I can send you to. How about that? Or because nobody else I know is streaming this late. Anyway, so, if you happen to stop by to watch, as always, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you find folks to join me next time, which is going to be Tuesday, for more... I don't know what. Like, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming on Tuesday. Like, I've only got maybe 2 or 3 Spooktacular streams left. I need to finish the run Death Road to Canada I'm doing. I wouldn't mind doing a multiplayer 7 Days to Die stream before the end of that, too. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to have to orchestrate that with some folk. And I do have one thing in particular in mind. I'm going to stream on Halloween itself, which is this Saturday, as Baked reminded us earlier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream... Well, it's going to be in keeping with the game I streamed last Halloween. Like, the day of. And that was Faith. The really creepy, sort of Atari-esque game. I'm going to get the sequel to that, because there's at least... Well, there's going to be 3. I don't know if the third one's been released yet. But I'm going to get Faith 2, and that's what I'm going to play probably earlier afternoon on Saturday, on Halloween. And considering how badly Faith scared the bejesus out of me, it's going to be a fun time, so definitely stop by for that. Anyway, until then, well, until Tuesday, I thank you very much for stopping by. I thank everybody who dropped a follow, and hopefully I'll see you and fine folks next time. Until then, as always, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great day. So long for now.